Voiceover on. The story of Princess Frostbite. Story content. Summary. Frostbite is a princess in the Icewing Kingdom. She's never been one to question things. She's always followed the rules. But when it comes time for her to find an Icewing prince to marry, what will Frostbite do? She's only 5 years old after all. Will she find love? Or will she be the first to defy Icewing tradition? Author's note. Hey guys. I'm making a new story. I hope you will enjoy it. Now without further ado, let's take flight. Chapter 1. The Icewing Princess. Frostbite. I sighed and got ready to meet yet another Icewing prince. Why was my mother trying to find a mate at such a young age? I was brought out of my thoughts when a knocking sound was heard. Come in. I answered as I was putting a necklace of sapphires around my neck, and a ring that was also embedded with a sapphire was on my horn. You look stunning, Princess Frostbite. I looked up from my scroll to see Flurry, an Icewing dragonette a little older than me. Thank you, Flurry. You flatter me, I said, laughing quietly. Flurry smiled and spoke up. It's true, Frostbite. You really are stunning. I blushed in embarrassment. Who is the cool Icewing prince this time? I asked, rolling my pale blue eyes in exasperation. His name's Prince Storm. He's the older brother of Princess Sleet. I sighed and rubbed my eyes with my talons in exasperation. Me and Sleet are best friends, but her brother? Flurry? Why would mother do this to me? I exclaimed, pacing around my room in anger. Flurry sighed and held my shoulders so that I would look up at her. Frostbite. Your mother is just trying to keep tradition. You're not her. I know that. But it's Icewing tradition, Flurry said, and I just huffed in annoyance. Ugh, I hate the Icewing aristocracy. What's the point of the circles anyway? I exclaimed, in annoyance. The mention of the circles made my Icewing spikes rattle. I frowned slightly and shook out my wings. Flurry sighed, and after a short pause, she spoke up calmly. I don't know, Princess, but I don't really agree with the circles either. I blew a plume of frost in frustration. I still don't want to meet this Icewing prince. I'm only 5 years old after all. I sighed once more, and with one last glance in my mirror, I nodded in satisfaction. I then followed Flurry out into the dining hall. As we walked, we made small talk with each other. It was silent for a while, then it was broken by Flurry. Isn't your friend Ermine from the circles? Flurry asked, after a moment of silence. I nodded and explained to Flurry how Ermine felt about the circles. Ermine's from the circles. She wants to change the way that the rankings work. But she's too shy and chill to share her opinions about it, I explained, smiling at the mention of my shy and quiet Icewing friend. Most of the older Icewings are cold, and they don't really approve of her constant questions and her habit of reading. Let's just say she's caused some Icewing spikes to rattle, I added, clearly poking fun at my friend good-naturedly. End. Story content. Main. Voiceover off.